So, what happened last week?
Yeah. So last week, you guys mopped up the last of the goblins, bugbears, ogres. What am I missing? Something else. There was a variety of goblinoid and unpleasant creatures.
Goblin.
Hobgoblin, that's right. North of the town of Dawnfield, which you mopped up with the help of the town guard. And from that, you were invited to the south to meet with the Baron of the region, who was
it's
Does he
Baron
know his
Geddon.
name?
Ferthum. I said Ferthum, and I forgot the most important part. At the end of the session, you guys were on the road heading down in a carriage, and you found wandering along the road by itself a horse.
Horse face.
Yes,
Yeah.
which you had seen before from the first week. The horse that belonged to the man who you helped get his gems back from a bunch of bandits.
Amy seems quite.
I was excited because I was the only one who recognized her. I successfully got out
I
of the carriage and tied her
recognized.
to
We
the
just
carriage.
didn't remember the name.
That's how.
No,
No.
the carriage
I
driver
didn't
did.
The carriage, yeah. We is in the people.
So when you said I, what you really meant was we. What you really meant was
I
he.
got out of the carriage. We successfully.
I don't have this person's name.
The leader of the team.
I've got Radar down. I've got Baron Geddon. I've got the Tilted Titan. I just don't have the gem merchant.
Merchant's name.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
gave him a name.
Never- You never got it off it. You made up a name, but no one ever actually asked his name, and he never gave it. And we made a joke about this afterwards, like that you never actually got his name.
I called him Puddles. That's his nickname.
Puddles.
That's right,
What?
Puddles.
Who was that mysterious man?
Puddles.
A friendly stranger.
Okay, so it's Puddles' horse.
Oh, and the Lone Ranger.
Okay, so Eryn has jumped off the carriage, yeah, and gone to Buttercup.
Yes. So now it's the middle of the day. You're about well, it's the middle of the afternoon, early afternoon. You're about half a day's travel away from Dawnfield. Been going through some sort of farming regions and the like to the south, with some light wood scattered here and there, and you found Buttercup here.
Are there any
And there was no
Obvious.
sign of the cart. The guy had Buttercup pulling a cart, and there's no sign of the
Yeah.
cart. There's no sign of anything. It's literally just Buttercup.
is there any obvious sign of blood splatters, cuts, or any injuries on Buttercup, or
Buttercup
like
looks
that.
pretty much fine.
He said she was
Apart from the fact that
fine.
she's a nag though? That's about the only problem.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so there's nothing wrong.
the horse was probably following the road. If we continue forward, we'll probably find where she came from.
Which way was she going? Was she going? Did we catch up to her, or did she?
She was just sort of listlessly just sort of standing there and just sort of walking around, not really doing anything.
I reckon we should probably just take her with us and carry on back down to Bybrook,
I wanted to scout the area.
so you can find Puddles.
Mm.
It could be somewhere. It could be anywhere. How long? I mean, how long has it been? It's been a couple of days.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days. He asked the mysterious voice in the sky. So, okay, we can have a little hunt around. I'm going to see if there are any tracks, see where she's come from. Has she just been wandering around the area, or has she kind of
Okay.
drifted here? So you want survival check,
Yeah.
yeah?
Anyone who's looking around for tracks or whatever, make a survival check.
Skills.
Do Akra and Wynne get out and help?
No,
or
I'm just sitting there going, oh well.
I'll
Do what
just
they want.
examine. I'll just watch.
Alright, press the-
you'll just look like we just lord over them, just sort of
Yeah.
be there, watch them do their work.
I'm organizing them.
Oh, hang on, my Roll20 connection is interrupted. Let me refresh the
There we
page.
go.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. Spat.
What did you guys roll?
I got a
18.
7.
Okay, well, Tarron, you find some sort of tracks that look sort of like wagon tracks, just the two sort of shallow sort of ruts, depressions in the grass that sort of head off into the light woods to your right, which is west, into the woods.
Yep.
And
Okay.
alongside it or in between are the little footprints of Buttercup, or
Hoofprints,
presumably of a horse.
yeah. But there's no sign of the cart, just the tracks. of the
Yeah, it
cart.
looks like they go into the woods.
Okay, and that's How can you tell it's just a wheel moving if it's going in or
Well,
out?
It's because
Well, I guess
you
that's
don't
true.
have the cart here now.
yeah, that as well. But the fact
Yeah,
that
but
the
we
cart
have
is not
Buttercup
here.
here now. That's the confusion. It's like Buttercup's here, and she was pulling the cart. The cart's not here. The cart goes into the woods, but Buttercup's here. Let's follow the tracks into the woods and let's have a look.
Yes, that's
Well,
the idea.
there's two options. Either the cart just spontaneously vaporized, or it moved somehow.
I mean, it could have also been teleported, or it was made very, very small and invisible. Maybe
Oh,
it's
it's a
still like
pretty small
attached to
cart.
her, but
Oh yeah. Right. Check the horse.
Okay. Well,
I'm like,
I'm kind
either
of
way,
like
we
poking.
should head off.
Yeah.
Figure out what this is real quick.
All right,
You mind waiting here? I say to the carriage driver.
of course, madam. And he sort of just tips his bowler hat or whatever hat he's wearing.
Carriage
You can't really
hat.
tell. He's got. You actually see he's got this huge bristly white moustache, so you can't really see much of his face. You head off into the woods.
I'll let whoever is good at tracking lead, and then
Yeah.
I'll be right behind them.
That'll be me then. I rolled my 18.
Yeah, make it another check for me, another survival check. Pretty good. So you probably spend wander around, 15 minutes or so covering areas through, and you hear some bushes rustling and some noises and a low noise coming from far away and stuff, like some sort of creature or something moving. And I mean,
God damn it. Not this again.
Didn't this happen last week? Oh, rustling in the bushes.
no,
And low noises from in the distance.
yeah, oh that's right, yeah, it's an ogre. Surprise, no.
But okay.
You actually, because it's only light woods, you can see, because you've rolled so well, also my roll 20 keeps dying, you see a figure running sort of parallel to, or perpendicular to the way you were coming, sort of parallel to the road, running off in the distance. And it looks like a human or something like that.
I'm gonna yell.
Is-
Hey, stop! Just yelling at.
Yeah, so they're probably a good 50 meters away. And then they hear you and say, "Oh my god!" and run towards you. And then you start hearing the rest of the noises become clearer, and you can see the shape of some large creature that's moving behind them. You realize they're being chased by something.
Does he look familiar? Also, how big is this large creature?
Well, yeah, after a few seconds, it gets close enough. Do you see it's actually Puddles? And hot on his heels is actually a bear.
No.
It's he hasn't
What type of
he hasn't,
There.
he hasn't seemed to have recognized you yet. But obviously, you guys are just standing there and not really being chased by a bear, so you can tell it's him running towards you.
I draw my sword and step to intercept.
And roll for initiative.
Oh, we got to set the whole thing up because
Do we get tokens this week?
Yeah.
He made tokens?
Maybe. Well, first of all,
You look so tired.
Maybe.
Just pet you.
Victory.
first, it doesn't help when my roll 20 is just continually being your connection to the server is interrupted.
Alright.
So that, totally.
It's okay, it's only one bear. I'm sure we don't need to tactically position ourselves around it.
Also, I have to check how this
Only
other
one
thing
bear,
works
she
real quick.
says. Have you seen the
This one's
stats?
bigger.
Yeah.
As long as we don't tie it to a tree, we're fine.
and Akra
You can tie it to a
died.
tree, just don't try and befriend it.
That's an
Don't
old...
tie,
even
don't
get out
tie
of
it
the
to a tree with
carriage.
a noose.
Even I get that.
Did I even get out of the carriage? Because I don't remember getting out of the carriage.
You got out of the carriage because we pulled you along with us.
It depends.
God damn
You
it.
could have, you could have stayed sitting in there.
Yeah, last week
I
I
didn't
asked you
bother.
guys. I wouldn't have forced you out. I don't know. It seems like Tarron.
I got out.
I think
Yeah,
that
okay,
would
I
have been
get it.
funny if you had, though.
I mean, if you
Alright,
just
no,
stayed
Tiny,
there, then you can just
no
stay
one
there.
pushing me out.
Like legs
Just pulling
up.
my tail.
When everyone said that they went off exploring, you didn't say no, so I guess I assumed that you went with them.
God damn it, I didn't realise it was an opt-out situation.
Akra, seeing as you rolled the natural 20, you can go first.
Okay. Is it in melee attack range, or
No.
can I get up to it to attack it?
Yeah, no, so it's about 30 feet to Puddles. and then the bear is like probably like only 10 feet behind him. So you can close the melee range. Like if that's what you meant.
Yeah, I'll close the melee, and I'll make a longsword attack against it.
Please do so.
Not gonna work.
What, roll 20 or?
I got
Hang
an
on.
8.
Oh, that does not hit the bear. You swing your longsword at the bear, but it's so focused on chasing him, it basically just like runs past you.
If it runs past me, I get an attack of opportunity.
That's true. It does just run past you, basically.
Why is Fluff laughing?
18.
It's a massive bear. He's got a long sword, and he can't hit it.
I know.
I mean, it's like running. It's fine.
It's
like
one of those
my
things.
character's probably just gawping now.
See, this is why Dungeons and Dragons is so great. It's like, how do you not hit the bear?
I went
Or it's
for
like-
like a fancy stab, but I was just like slightly off. Anyways,
It's
18.
Like, you'd hit the bear.
And I will use my divine smite too. So 7 plus another
Some of
2d8.
Some of the rolls have come up, but not others. So you'll have to tell me how much damage you do in total.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He did spend an ability point though.
Yeah, you
And roll
don't
bloody well.
kill the bear, but you get damn well close. Yeah, so you miss your first swing, but then as it runs past, not paying attention to you, trying to eat the tasty puddles that it was already chasing, you just hack straight into its side, dealing it this enormous bloody wound straight down the side.
My sword glows with like a red light as it tears into it.
You already have a magic sword.
No.
He uses an ability.
Yeah,
I
oh,
used
sorry,
a spell.
Did you not get your magic sword? Well, sorry, too late now.
Yeah, I've
It-
got a magic staff. I
13
even,
for a set.
you know.
I used a spell, Amy.
Yeah. Oh, Wynne, it's your go. What would you like
good.
to do?
What would I like to do if I was in that situation?
Yeah.
Run the fuck away is what
Well,
I
actually,
would like to do.
No,
but I'm
what would
sensing that you would
Wynne-
like me to do
what does
something
Wynne
else.
do? What does
What does
Wynne
Wynne
do
do?
in that situation?
I
Wynn's a
don't think
heroic-
Wynne would normally get into this situation, so...
So she's still in the carriage?
No... I guess
Eldritch
I'm
Blast.
Eldritch blasting a bear. Can't believe you. You people, the things you get me into.
I mean, fighting bears in the woods is not that bad compared to some of the things you have
It's also
or will
not
get.
that strange.
But is it Catholic?
Don't fight bears! You don't fight bears, you stay in the carriage and you go past the bears. That's how it works.
That's
You
what
can make a
sensible
nice
people
cloak.
do. But
Yeah.
nobody
Get someone
carries-
else
lot of
to
good
do
meat on
that.
it. Lots of good meat
You are
on
the
there.
you are the someone else this time.
We are the
Because
heroes.
nobody is sensible.
19, she rolled.
Yes, that hits the bear.
10
10
damage.
damage.
Oh yeah, the bear is like totally smited by your Eldritch Blast.
So you can just imagine that the bear goes running past. Akra swings her sword at it, misses. On the follow through, she gets another, she gouges right through it. Then Wynne just kind of forms this blast of evil that goes flying, kind of
It
smacks.
doesn't have to be evil.
It's
It's a
eldritch.
blast of force.
Yeah,
With
a just kind of.
bloody
Yeah, the blast of force has no inherent morality to it. Either
It could
way,
be
it's-
evil if it wants to
good.
be, and just completely caves the bear's skull in as it reacts to having the sword slash straight through it.
yeah.
It's
So
now
this
going-
bear just gets totally like obliterated by you guys, and then the man you know as Puddles is like, oh my god, it's you guys again. He's like,
Your horse
He's
is
like
fine,
panicking.
by the way.
oh, you got Buttercup. Oh my god, thank you. And he like puts his hands like, well, sort of on your, I guess your upper arms because you can't really reach your shoulders, like just leaning and just like, thank you so much. It's been, I came off the road a bit to make sure the same thing didn't happen as last time, and this guy comes out and he wants the bag of gems, and then like, so I threw them away and ran away while he grabbed them and they were goblins.
Wait. Where did you throw these gems?
They're not real gems, they're just glass. We established this.
Look, I know a place where you can sell a bag of glass gems.
Are you okay, Puddles? Are you
Yeah,
hurt?
you see, he's like his clothes is just like totally like torn and just like muddy and like everything. He's like, I've been walking around for like 2 days trying to find my way out of this place.
Where was this camp of yours? What did this guy look like?
It was an elf. Was all I know. But yeah. I mean, I just made a little camp off the side of the road, you know, so anyone passing in the night wouldn't find me. But this guy did, and he knew I had the bag of gems. And so then, yeah, and while we were, you know, talking about it and stuff, there was like some little like creatures or something, probably goblins. Those live in like the woods and stuff, right? Well, I just threw the bag at them and ran away, and he didn't stab me in the back. I guess he must have had to go fight them to get it or something. I don't really know. I just ran. This is just totally not worth it anymore.
How have you been stuck here for 2 days? You're only like a short distance from the road.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I just like point like right behind me.
He's
Well,
got the
you-
worst sense of direction.
It's not like within sight. Like it'll take you, you know, from where you are a good like 15 minutes. And he's like, oh, well, at least I was getting close. But I don't think it would have mattered much longer if you guys hadn't come along there. Because yeah, I mean,
Next time, climb a tree. It'll make it easier for the bear to get you.
Does he need any sort of healing? Not magical.
no, I mean he looks like he's got a bunch of like cuts and scrapes like someone would get from like aimlessly wandering around the wilderness, not knowing what they're doing. But he's not like injured as such.
Is he dirty?
Yeah, he's totally filthy.
Prestidigitation.
I was-
Yeah. Tarron, I poke at your knee.
I kind of thrust my staff into Puddle's chest, mutter a couple of words, a bit of a hiss at the edge, and somehow this aura glows around him, and he's clean, just like that.
He's like,
Cleanest
wow.
he's been in his life.
Yeah, he's like,
Are we going down that path again?
he's like looking like up in his arms. He's like, oh my god, you guys are incredible. It didn't do any. I mean, it sort of cleaned his clothes, which are sort of like, you know, ragged and you know, got cuts and stuff.
It didn't
and
mend the clothes because
it could do with some sort of mending spell, I guess.
So-
that was a thing.
It just ironed and starched them.
washed and dried as well.
There's a
Yeah,
spell
bit
for
of
that.
stuff.
Guys.
I can mend.
I thought you didn't have mending, or you do, because I remember you were complaining about it, and I just realized, like, hey, that might be useful.
I have mending, and I was like, how is this ever going to be useful? Now there's a guy with
Right,
torn
you
clothes
mend
right in
you
front
mend
of me.
his stuff, and I'll braid his hair, and Akra can like do his toenails or something. I don't know.
I'm just like, can you point in the direction your camp was? Like, how far off the road did you go?
That's what
I
he says.
point out the path from his cart we were following.
Well, I guess, yeah, you could follow those. Oh, is that how you found me? Well,
Yeah, you were
I mean,
pretty
I've just
close.
been, like, wandering around until I, like, found something, which I guess I did. But, yeah, I guess it's probably back off this way. And I think you guys, seeing as you've already been following the tracks, can follow them pretty easily. It takes you probably another 15, 20 minutes of following these tracks, sort of going sort of in between the trees and over some flattened bushes. But eventually you find, like, the remains of some, like, campsite with, like, a small burned out fire. And he's like, yeah, this is totally the place. And you also see strewn, like, nearby are, like, 3 dead goblins.
How many
I
goblins
just like
were-
let him collect his crap.
Yeah, I mean, he has, like, one, like, sack of stuff that's his.
Is the cart there?
Yeah, the cart's there as well.
Is the cart intact or?
Yeah. It's like, oh, my cart's still here. And he, like, kicks one of the goblin bodies and is like, well, it looks like he made a short work of that.
Were there any these 3 goblins?
I don't know. I wasn't really looking, and it was dark, and they were, you know, outside the trees, just like squawking and stuff. But I mean, it wasn't like 20 or something, probably.
Okay, let's get you back to safety then. Unless, if you guys want to keep tracking this, I'll take him back to the carriage.
We do have that meeting we need to get to.
Is there
We
any?
should probably come back here later.
Okay. It's like a day and a half away though, so are there any obvious signs that we could follow of the goblins?
Are there
Well,
any
there are
goblins?
always going to be more goblins. We could spend months here hunting down the goblins.
Just
But-
thought if there are any obvious signs of something.
Okay, so you guys, make your walk back, and on the way back, he's like, you know what? He's like, you know what? Just unhitch. You guys have Buttercup. I'll just take her back in and get the car. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go home. This is not worth getting like robbed and nearly murdered multiple times over.
While we're walking, I'll just mend his clothes.
You
Okay.
should take up the business of pie making. A lot of value in that. It's a good industry. Pies
He
are
like
pretty
looks
good.
really like pensive and thoughtful. And he's like, maybe you're right. Amy only knows senpais. Thank you, chap. Yeah.
So yeah, give him his horse back.
So basically, he's get the horse and he's gonna walk back in, hitch up his cart, and then just like go home.
We took the cart back, did we?
Well, he said he was just gonna walk Buttercup back in and take it out, but I guess you guys can pull it out behind you between the 5 of you or 4 of you without too much effort.
I don't know, because he could get lost.
That's true. I mean, either way, he gets horse and cart reunited without further drama.
I'm just going
He's
ham
going
on
off
my
to-
mending spell.
Yeah,
Smell.
mending smells. Yeah, what
Tarron, you
what
don't
smell
smell
does
so
your
good.
mending spell make when you cast it?
It's like burning.
That's the opposite of mending, Spiry. I guess.
Have you
uh,
never
like
welded?
glue? Like the glue that you eat.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Amy.
That you
Glue that
that
you
you-
eat.
What?
as
What?
a kid in primary school.
Like
what was it
paste
Flag.
glue.
called? Clag.
Many Australian adults nostalgically recall eating clag paste as school children.
So yeah, you enjoy a nice carriage ride without further complications for another couple of hours as evening starts to roll in. And yeah, your carriage driver sort of says, we should probably rest here for the night as you sort of pull into one of the little farming hamlets that dot along this area.
So it's kind of like a motel, sort of.
Yeah, there's like a dozen houses and a larger building that, is like an inn/tavern
Yeah.
place.
I guess we
Yeah.
stay there for the
Head
night.
inside.
Okay, so it's pretty standard. I mean, it's the evening, so there's a lot of people in there. Seem to be mostly farm workers and the like.
So our weird eclectic party causes quite a stir.
Yeah, I mean, there's
The gnome,
like
the
there,
devil, and 2 dragons walk into a bar.
there are like quite a few halflings around, a few elves, and like 2 dwarves at a table.
Okay, so we're not
so
that
it's-
strange.
Yeah, you get some looks. You're like, but not weird jaw-dropping craziness. And plus, this whole area of the world, the cities around this area are pretty multicultural anyway, so it's not crazy out of place for you guys to be existing. Do you guys want to do anything in particular, or do you just...
Get some food and bed down, I think. What time? You say it's early evening or late evening?
well,
Mid-evening.
it's becoming evening, so that's most of the farm people and stuff. So there's probably like 2 dozen at least, or maybe 3 dozen people in the inn, all just
Yeah.
around having drinks. There's some people playing music, rotating through.
Get myself food, get a room,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out and
sit
listen
in the
to-
front and clean my stuff.
I can help with that.
You're gonna what?
Or
Sorry,
I
Eryn?
won't.
I'm gonna hang out and try to listen to the local gossip and check if any of the elves are, I suppose, unusually armed. Just pay close attention to them.
Yeah, make investigation check, or no, probably just do perception. I guess, seeing as you're perceiving. Ooh, okay. There's with the local gossip, there's like not much going on beyond like usual farmer talk about like, crops and livestock and stuff. And then there's the people talking about some stuff about someone saw some goblins the other day. There are a few people carrying weapons. I mean, there's the 2 dwarves that are at a table are both reasonably well armed. There's a few people that look like that are humans that are armed. They don't look like humans, but they look like they're they are
They're
humans.
humans that
They
look
look
armed.
like they
They've got
look like
arms.
they're just mercenaries or something. Yeah, I realize Scare. Thanks a lot. As soon as Scare just PM me on Steam. He's like, because I caught myself saying it once and then it just fell apart. One of the people that plays music is an elf who's seems to be armed as well. He's just a lone traveler. Then there's like a group of like halflings that are like traveling around and they like play some music. Okay, I did those ones on purpose.
Yeah, that's because they didn't fit. That's the problem.
So, wait, are they all playing music together?
No, so it's like there's like a group of halflings. God damn it! Now I can't stop saying it.
It's like it's a problem.
I'm gonna have to like stop and like carefully like slowly enunciate every word I say to make sure it like it's approved by the filter.
And still like 6 likes get through.
There are some halflings who play some music, sort of not like like just general like fun tavern music. Damn it! This is really hard, guys.
So, fiddle or pipe or...
Yeah, they've got different instruments. And then there's a human woman that does some singing, and then there's an elf that plays like a pan flute thing.
Yeah, so no, none of the elves in particular stand out.
Well, I mean, that last one, he's got a cloak on, but you can tell that there's some sort of, like, sidearm under it.
Is the cloak damaged or dirty in any way?
A little.
Okay. I'm just going to set up a bit of an obstacle course wherever I'm sitting and roll a marble around my table for the rest of the night.
I thought you meant with, like, the tables and chairs. Like, I'm just gonna be, like, so annoying and make everyone have to climb over the tables to get
I build
to
a
the park.
fort. A little gnomish fort.
Okay.
Sits at the top, lording over
So, do you guys get rooms each, or do you just wait until it dies down and like sleep on like the cots next to the fireplace as the embers die down?
I
I'm
get
okay
myself
with
a
that.
room.
Yeah.
I'm okay with just slumming it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Well, it's 5 silver for a room, and then if you wanted like a good decent meal, then that's another silver.
Silver.
Or
And slumming it downstairs. What's that
Yeah.
cost?
yeah, you can have
cost us?
just cheap soups for like a couple of copper.
How much
If you
is
just-
it to sleep on the cot, sorry?
It's just a silver.
I don't deign to live a low-class lifestyle.
I do this to Wynne as Scare goes to bed.
I let out a gruff kind of
Okay, so
bed down.
everyone just slums it with the various commoners except for Akra, who gets a room.
Yeah. Oh, while she goes away, my tail just goes up like.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you have a tail. That's like the best thing about being a tiefling. You get a tail.
I don't
It's
remember
totally
if
that,
Dragonborns
like
have
that.
tails or not.
They do not. They do not.
Yeah,
I read
At
it.
level 14, I'm going to ask for a tail. When we get there.
Okay. You know what? If you get to level 14, Spiry, you can have a tail.
He gets his tail, but no wings.
No, I get wings as well because but at level 14 I also get tail with my wings. That's what I want.
Look,
Okay.
geeks. Romulan ale.